Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV. We can watch, decide, and ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new REV'IT Replica Race Suit, available at RevZilla.com. 3 colors available. This is the black, white, red. This is the best looking one in the bunch. And this is the replica suit derived from all of the tech and all of the fit they are developing with Alvaro Bautista in MotoGP. This is the apex predator for race and hardcore track day riding. Now you might look at it and say, wait, there's the Hunter suit, and the Hunter's gonna be $100 more expensive. It does have some difference to it, but really the difference is the amount of stretch they incorporated into the Hunter, because it's a little bit of a different fit. It's going to be a little bit less aggressive. It's a little bit more on the bike, off the bike, hanging at the track day, or maybe road riding. In my opinion, the Hunter is more of a European-oriented suit because they tend to wear leather suits on the road, where we look at the replica, and this is built for someone investing north of $1,000 that's looking for hardcore race replica features from a protection, comfort, and ergonomic standpoint. This suit is designed to be comfortable, flexible, and move with you dynamically when you're in the tuck on your motorcycle. The other big thing to call out here is it's the only suit in the REV'IT line that's using the BTAC armor, which in Europe, a lot of the riders have custom molded BTAC armor developed for them, and you're gonna see the BTAC in the shoulders, in the elbows, as well as the knees, and there's 2 key things that jump out about the BTAC. First off, it has the male Velcro that's baked in, so it's adjustable within the suit. And this is a knee and a shin. There's also the elbows that are movable, which is really nice. You can fine tune it. The other thing is it's going to be CE level 2 rated. So you have this closed cell dense armor that's fully encompassing CE level 2 for the new European limb standard, and then on the inside of it, again, it's very form-fitting, it's very comfortable, and it's a dense, almost memory-style foam that forms to you. So again, the BTAC armor is the big difference, one of the big differences between the replica suit and the Hunter, which is going to use Pro-Life. We're just seeing the BTAC creep its way in. While we're on armor, I might as well call out that the hips here in the replica are going to be C-Soft, CE level 1 rated hip armor, and you could always upgrade the back armor in this suit too. It's the first suit we've seen from REV'IT coming with a pocket. You could put a C-Soft type RV level 2 protector in this suit if you want to upgrade that back protection, which is a really nice touch. Also note on the sleeve, you're going to see big panel of power shell Kevlar stretch that comes all the way down, tying in with that area of perforation, and then you're going to see medially, we have an auto-locking YKK. As I open it up, you're going to see that removable liner comes into play again. And the nice part for REV'IT is they've started to adopt this mantra of putting in their high-end suits neoprene on the lateral side of the wrist. So again, whether it's a REV'IT Jerez or Jerez Pro or any other race gauntlet, you have a low-profile area, not creating a pressure point when you are wearing that full race gauntlet. Now, quick note on sizing. We have High-Vis Brian to my left. You know him well. 6 foot, 195, 42-inch chest. And he's about a 32-inch inseam. He's actually wearing a size 50, and he's right on the cusp between the 50 and the 52. If he wanted a little bit more room to play, he might go with the 52, which would be his normal stock size. But in a race suit with this amount of flexibility, notice the power shell Kevlar we have in the stretch areas here on the arms, in the abdomen, in the crotch. You'll see it on the backside of the legs. There's a lot of room for expansion, so he has the 50, and it's going to fit him like a second skin, and that is by design. So again, you have that flexibility for on that cusp to go up a size or a size down, depending on how you're built. For High-Vis Brian, it happens to be a 50, when normally he's a 52 and maybe a leather jacket from REV'IT. The other thing to keep in mind too is we ship for free over 39 bucks. Race suits are going to boomerang for free. So if you're concerned about that sizing, make sure you don't have any fear about sending it back. And you always give us a shout on the phone if you want to walk through that sizing with us. Now, as we move into some of the other creature comforts here on the replica, before I do that, click right there on our logo, subscribe to us for RevZilla TV, our YouTube channel. Leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback within the community. Stay up to date with all the latest gear reviews we're constantly rolling out. Diving in, first thing that's going to punch you in the face is going to be the localized perforation. Stop it, don't get overly aggressive on me. We see a perforation scheme that REV'IT has developed over time, tremendous amount of perforation, especially for us here in the States where it gets hot, it gets humid. So localized perforation on the chest, you'll see that localized perf, which stays away from the seams. Perforation can weaken panels of leather, so they move it away from the seams. And you notice, remember, this is a high-end race suit, so safety stitched throughout. Notice a minimization of panels in areas which are going to be prone to impact. But again, perf in the chest, perf in the abdomen. All of these power shell Kevlar areas of stretch, or power Kevlar stretch, are going to be Kevlar backed. They're going to be infused. They're going to move with you, and they're going to flow air down the arms. See it around the abdomen here into the crotch. Notice the punctuation and perforation. It goes on the thigh and into the area on top of the thigh, and you're going to see that as a theme throughout the site. Lots of ventilation, areas for you to breathe. Now keep in mind, the inner guts of this suit are going to be a antimicrobial mesh lining that's fully removable. So as you're sweating into it, you're going to be able to get the longevity out of the suit, remove it, wash it, keep it clean over time. Again, working in conjunction with this perforation scheme, but you see that throughout. The other thing that's a big call out here on a high-end race suit, and again, we talked about the removable adjustable BTAC armor, which is a special feature here on this race replica. You're also going to have your dual comp sliders, and you're going to have them throughout. So it's an area of aluminum seated in an area of honeycomb, so you get the benefits of a TPR as well as a hard part slider that's going to absorb shock as well as give you that slide factor. Again, that's why it's dual compound, and that sits on top of the shoulder. Also going to see it here along the elbow, and then when you bake your way down into the knee, we have the pucks removed here. They would be on top of your normal knee armor that's BTAC that's baked in, but you're also going to see from an external hard part standpoint, you'll see these little areas of TPR there. There are little grip panels that when you are leaned over on the bike, they're going to give you another area of tactile response. So again, you're getting a lot of those updated features that work their way into the race-oriented type suit versus a more track day or street-oriented suit. Look at some of the other pieces here along the front. Before I turn you sideways, notice in the abdomen, areas of raised self-foam, they add a little bit of style, seeing it's a main singular connection down the front, which again is what we see standard on a race suit. And then as you move down into the legs here, we talked about the perf, we talked about the stretch in the crotch area. Notice areas of elastication above the knee, and again, as it moves down, remember that BTAC armor is going to be nice and big around the kneecap, and it's going to move all the way down your shin. Turn the face away from me there, high-vis Brian. Quick shot down that shoulder again into the arm. Dual comp slider on top of the BTAC armor. Another raised area of foam. Elasticated panels at the bicep, above the elbow. There's my dual comp slider on top of the elbow, again sitting on top of that BTAC armor. And if high-vis Brian moves his arm, notice there's two things that come into play. The first is an area of stretch that we'd expect. That is an elasticated stretch panel done in leather. But as you move your way down, see this very coolly styled panel, but notice how far around the rear yoke comes. It's going to come all the way near the front of his body. Now you'll see on the Hunter it comes even further along the front. It's meant to be a little bit more comfortable in the abdomen, but this gives you a lot of lateral range of motion to both sides by stretching that. A lot of race suits we see kind of stop in this area. You're getting at least 3 to 4 additional inches as you move circumferentially around the bottom when you look at the way this panel is designed. And you move down the leg here, REV'IT logoing, and then if you get down towards the knee, you're going to see that a big area of Kevlar stretch behind the knee for breathability on the backs of your knees. And if you look really closely on the inside of his left leg here, you're going to see there's 2 zippers. The first zipper on the medial side, closest to the front of his body, is going to be entry and exit. That second zipper is an expansion panel. Depending on the size of his shins, he's going to be able to open that up, allow it to breathe, get more room. It's a volumetric expansion panel there. Now, high-vis Brian, turn face backwards for me. There you go, in staccato. Moving into the top of the neck here. Again, these are premium race-oriented features. Notice you're going to have the neoprene, which becomes low profile and stretchy to interface correctly with your helmet. When you are in the tuck, it's not going to get in the way. Stretch Kevlar across the top of the speed hump. And then this speed hump, you'll notice that there's going to be that proper aerodynamic profile. There's a big TPR on the inside of this, which is going to flow air, but there's also a hole. You're going to be able to put a 1-liter water bag system into this hump. There's a zipper over here. It completely opens up. And again, you're still going to get the ability to have airflow into the hump and down your back. Remember, there's going to be a 3D foam paneling or 3D mesh in the back area, which is that 3D bubble liner. That's going to create that microclimate and allow you to perspire and allow your sweat to evaporate even faster. That's on the inside. It integrates with some of the venting from the hump. And again, you can put that area, or you put that water bag in the hump if you so desire. Also notice the back here. Lots of area of perforation moving your way. It's away from the seams. It's localized. Again, some of these seams and these accents of color for style. I like the darting that comes in here along the lat and moves its way down. In my opinion, this is one of my favorite looking REV'IT suits that we've ever seen. This suit in black, white, and red really has that strong, and it's almost that crimson Ducati or blood red, which really, really works. And then moving into the tailbone, notice a lot of companies will skimp on this coccyx protection. So you have that area of dense foam around the tailbone tying everything together. And again, if you get a quick shot of the back all the way down, clean lines, no frills. You have a lot of areas for expanse as well as breathability working your way into the back of the suit. Come back around to the front for me. Remember, the inner lining is going to be removable and washable. Along the back is going to be that 3D bubble liner. You can put in the Seasoft Type RV Level 2 if you want to insert the back protector into the suit, or you would basically have enough room when you measure for a race suit. You want to take a deep breath and hold it, then take your chest measurement, because if you have that extra inch, you're going to be able to put on an over-the-shoulder back protector, a third-party back protector from REV'IT, from Seasoft, from Trionic. Depending on where you go, force field, you're going to be able to integrate that within the suit, and you're going to have room to do it. If you don't hold hold your breath when you take that measurement. You might run out of room. But overall, you're seeing a dynamic mix of factors that are built into a suit to keep you comfortable, keep you protected, minimize the ability for this suit to incorrectly interface with any of your other gear, and keep you focused when you are absolutely pressing it on the track. The next step in your journey is to click right here and read other rider reviews of the new REV'IT Replica Race Suit at RevZilla.com. You don't have to take my word for it. As always, we'll ship for free over 39 bucks. And if you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, our YouTube channel. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.